my scrappy friends. So I have a new layout for you, and this layout is from a challenge that Victoria Marie Facebook page group. There was a challenge, well, there's many challenges over there, but she had a mood board challenge last weekend. So this is a layout for that challenge. I know it's like way past last weekend, like not just a couple of days last weekend, the weekend, you know. But it just took forever for this to like really come together. And but the thing is I didn't feel like I had to finish it. I really wanted to think it through. So what I am doing before I'll tell you what I'm doing and then I'll kind of talk about Victoria Marie's page real quick. I am drawing some flowers because on the mood board there are colors. There's a light green lipstick color, which looked like a really dark, like red brown color. Aqua, well, they called it lipstick, but it looks like a red brown color. Anyway, aqua, buttercream, and cloud, which was like a light blue, like almost like a powder blue or something. So, one of the pictures was a field with like at like in the middle of the summer when everything's blooming and it looked like soft and in the background you could see a tree. So just like really pretty and wispy. And then a picture of a antique looking like dresser with the paint coming off, like very rustic and stuff. So I really wanted to think about those and like really reflect on the mood board. So sometimes I have a hard time with mood boards because I have a hard time taking the pictures and making them my own. But as soon as I seen that field, I knew that I wanted to draw, that I wanted to do a flower layout background. I haven't attempted this yet, so this was something really fun for me. And so I played around for a few days, just kind of in my free time, like when the kids were doing school or whatnot, and just kind of played around with like different kinds of flower wispy type flowers that I might want to draw. And I am by no means amazing artist at, and I can, if I sit down, draw a little bit. But I really it's so difficult because I have to sit there and really concentrate that it's not fun for me. So so yeah. So here I'm working on it and I put this part really fast so that you could see the process because I thought that it's kind of fun for me, like when I'm seeing a lot of mixed media type stuff or meet extra stuff to see the whole process. I mean, as much as like you get the idea of what someone's doing, I just thought it would be fun, but I wanted to make it fast because otherwise you'd be sitting here forever. This layout, all together, my all my video clips came to like 2.5 hours worth of video feed. Now, granted, I mean, that doesn't take up for the time that, like, I get up or I dropped a whole bunch of sequins and I picked them up. So I think that was like 5 minutes worth of video on 4 times. So, I mean, it doesn't account for all that. But still, 2.5 hours is quite a long time. And I didn't do it all in one day. So, but I did do this part in one day. So here I'm looking at the mood board and I don't have a picture of it. But if you're really curious to see it, you can go to Victoria Marie's Facebook page group. And if you're not in her group, you can always come in. She has such a great page, and I love Victoria. She's amazing. She's so funny and witty, and but she's an amazing scrapbooker, and she is so talented. But she comes up with the greatest challenges, and it's really really fun. I feel like in the for me, I wasn't a part of Two's Piece, so I don't really know what it was like there. And even like with being a part of Scraptastic, I don't go on their forum really and take a part in that. But I would assume that this I have it has that feeling of just this like camaraderie and all of us ladies who are there like really support each other and we all do challenges and we show each other what we're doing but and we all just do these fun challenges together so it's really fun so I took um I made the colors, and these are liquid color watercolors. And I find that these are a lot, maybe chalkier is the word. This is my second time edit or voicing because something happened and my video corrupted, but I was able to fix it. So yay, I didn't lose like a whole bunch of video, right? But so if I leave something out, I'm really sorry. Um, so I mixed the colors up to match as close as I could to what I felt was a good match to the mood board. And so this is a green, and I took a light green, white, and a little teeny tiny bit of yellow. So it has, that really, really light. Now, I found, like I said, that these aren't as transparent as maybe some of the other watercolors that I've used or I've seen. Like I know the ones that I see that Amy Tan uses have such vibrant and bright, like beautiful colors. I don't know what one she has and where she bought it and how much it was, but I want one like hers because it's like got bright colors. And to achieve that with these would be really, really difficult because I don't know much about mixing colors. I should probably start YouTubing it and figure out what colors I need to mix together to get other colors. But so here's like a powder light blue that I'm trying to get. And that one I used light blue, white, and I think that was it. And I just added a lot of water to the blue because I really, really wanted it light. I didn't want it like even like seeing it in the palette, it just looked like way darker. And so, because I really was wanting to achieve this pastel-y light color. And so the pink, I added pink, light, or like a, no, I used red, light pink, no, red, white, and like a teeny tiny bit of yellow. And I ended up having to add a lot of colors. And for whatever reason, I don't know where the video is of me tape, like coloring all those. I don't know if I taped it or not. I thought I did, but so you guys got to see the close up of what it looked like all done. I mean, you get the concept, I guess. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to use that picture of me and my husband, and I decided not to because I just felt like this picture suited more of what I wanted to accomplish. Just with the flowers, and it's a lot more feminine, and me and my husband, we were on the beach, so it wasn't like a field or anything. So I used the Stampin' Up! Cardstock as my base. And I was trying to decide between the Maggie Holmes style board and the Maggie Holmes open book wood grain. I really love that style board one with the white and the like. That really reminded me of the weathered look of that um, of the wardrobe that was in the picture from the mood board. And I really wish I had a picture of it. Maybe if I can find it, I'll link it somewhere. But I really just thought that that dark color was going to be that pop from the mood board colors, even though it doesn't have any red in it. I'm swapping this color out for the more red color because I just didn't think that red was going to work with what I was trying to accomplish. And since I picked that picture of me in a yellow dress, I just don't think the red would have worked at all. So I'm cutting out the middle, and I don't do this all the time, but sometimes if I really like a paper, which I really like this, and so far I don't think I've gotten two of that wood grain. I don't think so. I know some of the Maggie Holmes paper I've gotten an extra paper from kids for my kit, but so I'm gonna use, and I think the color that I used for most of this was Attic Dust. And it's like a tan type of gray. So it really has that more, I don't know. It just matched better, I think. So, and because I'm just using a little bit of the that Maggie Holmes, only a little bit is going to show. it worked really well with cutting out the middle. So I can still use that wood grain because I really like that wood grain. It is so pretty. But I needed that dark aspect to my layout. So here I'm just figuring out where I want to cut it. Like which side is going to work well to cut. Do I want to cut both sides off? And because that was something I wasn't thinking about when I did it. I just, when I drew it up, I wasn't sure if I was going to use the whole paper, but I just decided it was a lot. And I didn't want it to be distracting. And that's the thing with a lot of even, Amy Tan has a really big floral out right now. Maggie Holmes has one, a lot of brands will put a really busy floral and it can work for a big space, but you have to use the right papers with it. So that's I think why it took me a long time to figure out exactly how I was going to do this layout because I really wanted the right papers that were going to complement and show off my paper that I created and make it look better and not make it look so crazy. Like I didn't want to overwhelm the picture too that I was going to put on my layout. I wanted it to complement. So I decided on this Maggie Holmes cream color paper with leaves because I thought that it matched the buttercream, but it also kind of breaks up my flower just a little bit. And I'm going to outline this just because I think that this will look better outlined. I mean, I did use the anchor, but I wanted just a little bit something else to kind of break up that background. And so I'm going to put it on a third. And I'm figuring that this is kind of where like my photo is going to fall. And so I tend to put stuff on that right side more than I do the left side. I don't know what it is. It's just the side that I usually pick. And I'm not using a sketch or anything. I'm just kind of winging it. But I found that if you use like the third, like if you think of your paper in like a grid and you use like third and two-thirds space and stuff, you can come up with a lot of make it look different and have it very similar. So I'm going to use that teal color aqua boardwalky paper in a minute, but at first I'm going to put down some vellum. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've seen other people do it on busy backgrounds and it looks really nice and it helps tone it down. Also, it's going to give my layout more of a girly feel. And at this point, I really know that I want to make it feminine. I don't do that very often. And, so I know it's not completely my style, but I'm trying to make something that's a little bit challenging and make it me. And so I really love that teal color paper. I'm glad I found it in my scraps. So that was in my scrap bin, my scrap tub, I should say. And so here I'm going to use that. And that is from I Heart Summer from Simple Stories. So that's from like last year, like not 2014. I think it was from 2013 summer. And that paper behind my photo, that one that I'm inking right there, is from Basil Basic Papers. And it's really, really thin. It's almost like tissue paper, maybe a little bit thicker. But it has like a scripty font and it's antique. So it was in a pack with like all different kinds of antique looking papers. And I really thought that kind of also lended to the antique and it kind of matched with the Maggie Holmes paper. So that color, they're very similar. So I'm just trying to think about colors that are in the mood board and that are kind of complement each other, but not overpower each other. And because, I do want to do layers because that's one thing that I like to do. And so I'm going to use that tag that I die cut with a Tim Holtz die. For Christmas, I got an Evolution from We Are Memory Keepers. And so I've been trying to find some dies that I know I can use over and over and over again and get a lot of use. Because that's the one thing that when I was deciding like what to ask for Christmas and what I wanted, eventually I do want to get a silhouette. and we're hoping that this year that we can get that for me, because I think in the long run it will save me money because I can make a lot more embellishments and stuff. So I'm gonna outline this tag with that Ranger white pen, and it's not completely opaque, but it does the job, and it looks a lot more antique-y than if it had been like really thick white. So, um, but yeah, so I got the Evolution, and I like it. It has adjustable rollers, so you can adjust the width depending on how either thick your dies are, or like if you have an embossing, you don't need all the plates that you need like in the Big Shot or whatever. So it's a working progress. I'm learning how to use it. The Tim Holtz ones work really well. The stitched ones are a little bit thinner, and so I find that they don't cut through as well. But so, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want what colors for my layers, because I want to do layers, but I don't want to go crazy, which I have a tendency to do. And I'm going to outline this paper right there. And that's from Prima, and that is from Coffee Break, their Coffee Break line that just came out last year. And that blue was like the perfect blue. It matches my flowers. Um, but I thought outlining it would make it look really nice and just kind of separate some of those layers a little bit because it does kind of overlap. And that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want the layers to peek out too much. I really just wanted it to be pretty subtle. And then the pinky red color is striped paper underneath the photo is from Stitched. I don't know what the name of that paper is because I just have the 6x6 pad. That's the only thing I don't like about when you get a 6x6 pad. You don't know what the name of the papers are. How am I supposed to tell you guys so you guys can go get it? So that is a die from Amy Tangerine Stitch collection. That was one collection that I did buy the dies for, and I really like that circle with the love. It like you either can emboss the love or it can cut out the love depending on where on the plate you have it. In this case, it didn't fully come out, so I kind of like that it's more embossed than it is coming out. But so here I'm just looking for pieces that I can use to layer and not make it crazy. And there was this XO little rectangle that is in the same color as the paper that I used. So I'm gonna use that, and and I did use a branding strip that had hearts, and it's gray, and I just thought that that worked really well for just a neutral color. So I'm going to use those, and I put the love on pop dots. So, and that's in craft. That's in the same craft as the tag, so it's very similar. And so here I actually stick it down so I don't lose it. Now, it moved when it was in my machine. That's the only thing I don't like. I'm gonna have to start using washi tape, I think. I guess that'll I'll get better use out of my washi tape because I don't use washi tape. I'm glad I didn't buy like 50 rolls of washi tape before I realized I didn't like it. So here I'm just looking through the ephemera in Stitched since I used some of that paper and the colors are really, really light. I really like that collection. I'm pretty much thinking that that one and Dear Lizzie, I'm just going to get the 12 by 12s. I've been trying to resist so I don't overspend and just buy too much paper, but it's really difficult, guys. But I really like that the Good Life with the gold. But now I'm thinking, okay, I added gold here, and at this point I didn't have gold anywhere else. So I want to mirror the banner in that red color somewhere else. So I'm going to put that at the bottom of that photo. And I just cut banners. And then I found another gray branding strip from Stitch that had teal or like aqua. So like a chevron arrow thing. And I kind of fool around with it a little bit because I wasn't sure exactly where in the layers I wanted that. And love is kind of covered up, but I don't mind that because repeated throughout my layout, so it's not like. So I'm just looking again to see if there's anything else on there. And so here's some Ellie Studio stickers and from the Hello 2015. That's what the name of it is called. And mostly it has like New Year's type stuff, but there's a few things on it like a pink heart, that little tab that says this was a happy day, and I really like the pink and it really goes well with the pink on my page. So I do use the heart on the love where the die had moved a little bit and it wasn't straight. So I'm using these Dear Lady Lizzie like tile stickers for the alphas, and I love these. They're so beautiful. They're so girly and elegant, and they really, really look good on this layout, and they match with that Good Life Amy Tan. So I am gonna spell out August 2015. I really had no idea what I was gonna do the title, and I'm sometimes not so good with titles, and so and I just took a couple of the words. One says capture, one says enjoy. And I just think that they were good words that complement. So I am lastly putting on, well, almost lastly, putting on a whole bunch of sequins because sequins are like my thing right now, I think. For a little while, but I'm really digging sequins. So I got a whole bunch of different colors, and some of them are Stamping Up, and then some of them are just from uh, just like a random pack that I got from Paper Issues. So you can just like buy like assorted, or you can buy certain colors, but I just got assorted because I didn't really care. And so I just picked ones that match the colors. So there's like a bright teal. I used some of the Stampin' Up in colors from last year. So there was that creamy, like peachy pink color. And then there was a green, metallic green, and like a metallic blue, aqua color. And then I used white. And then I used like that metallic pink. And so here I'm just doing my journaling, and I'm just saying how that I'm thankful that I have a really, really nice picture of me because I don't have that many pictures of me, and that it was really nice to have a good time at the wedding because this was from my brother's wedding. And then I just said how I wish my husband was there to see me looking all pretty. So, and then I found that Amy Tan heart from her new thickers, from the everyday thickers in craft, and I really like that. So here are the close-ups. And I have quite a bit of close-ups because I really wanted you guys to see like the layers and all the little bits and pieces and stuff that was going on. I really enjoy all the comment and feedback you guys have been giving me, and I just hope you guys are inspired. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.